10 things you didn't know about the Rothschild family. Money, power, and glory are the worldly gods that men have always chased after in this evolving globe. When men rise above the average, whether single or as a family, with all the power, they sure do put an impact on society and end up creating history and they're well-known figures. History never forgets to write about such powerful and influential figures that once were on the boom of creating or destroying the society. Do you believe that the world gets controlled by these powerful figures? Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to unveil some intriguing facts and notorious habits of history's most remembered and notorious family, known as the Rothschilds family. Make sure you watch till the end so you don't miss anything. Without further ado, let's get started. If we look at their background, the Rothschilds were basically Ashkenazi Jews. Their origins were from Frankfurt, Germany. Mayer Amschel Rothschild, 1744 to 1812, was the founder of the Rothschild dynasty, who established a banking business that gave the family worldwide recognition and a boost to rise above the average. Mayer lived in the Jewish ghettos that were in the Roman Empire in Frankfurt. He was able to build his empire with inherited wealth. He managed to establish a successful and international banking business. Mayer dealt his business in his hometown, Frankfurt, and began widening it from Germany to London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples, Italy. Mayer bore 5 sons to carry his legacy. With great power, the family started getting recognized internationally, and people of their period started looking up to them. Since the Rothschilds were a Jewish family, it was really hard for them to overcome the systemic discrimination and anti-Semitism and build their empire in a world where the majority had stone-cold hatred in their hearts for Jews. But the people believed that the Rothschilds were actually evildoers and shady. Do you believe that the well-known people became wealthy by chance? Or do you believe that they must have been on the wrong path to become wealthy and successful? In this video, we are going to discuss 10 interesting facts about this shady family that a lot of people are probably not familiar with. Let's begin. Number 1. War conspiracy. The Rothschilds were bankers and moneylenders. They would back up princes of that time in wars with financial support. Wars were a good source of money for their business back then. Since the economic cycle would hit a boom after the wars, the bankers made a good fortune as the prices for bonds and debentures rose due to the economic boom. Rothschild made a good fortune during the French Revolution and Napoleon's War. This made the people believe that the Rothschilds were plotting and supporting wars so they could make a fortune for themselves. This theory erected a negative image of the family, and meanwhile, they were benefiting from all the chaos. People soon created a narrative that the Rothschilds were evildoers. They believed that the family was blinded as it chased after power and success. Number 2. Money chaser and worshiper. It is written in history that Mayer was an orphan kid living alone in the Jewish ghettos of Frankfurt, Germany. He had seen hardships and financial crisis from an early age. He worked hard to earn his status in a society where people were not willing to accept successful Jews. He is uninterested about the consequence of his actions and strives to make money. He just wanted more and more. He also told his sons to keep the wealth within the family. He strongly believed in cousin marriages, so the wealth stays within the family. He passed on his legacy and wealth to his sons and told them not to add daughters in inheritance. People have written that Mayer was a selfish man who was willing to go to any extent to maintain power and glory. He feared including outsiders in his family and business just to keep his wealthy empire to himself and his pure blood only. Number 3. Downfall. As Mayer died in 1812, the Rothschild dynasty rolled over toward its decline. This empire and legacy were crippled in the 1800s as the world was endangered by wars and invasions at the time. They had a huge downfall in their wealth when the Nazis invaded during World War II. Most of their wealth and expensive assets were seized by the Nazis. Mayer's heirs decided to sell all of their branches in exchange for good fortune. The Rothschilds to this day are still more wealthier and more powerful than many other organizations and businesses, but they are not as strong as compared to what they were at their peak time. Many powerful and wealthy billionaires have taken their place and are controlling the world, whereas the Rothschilds no longer have that much power to run the world. They have been replaced. Number 4. Secretive. The family is notorious for being secretive. No one actually knows how much wealth or valuable assets the Rothschilds hold in the modern era. This secrecy has made people believe in so many ongoing conspiracies from the past 2 centuries. Number 5. Conspiracy of running the world. During the peak of the Rothschilds, people circulated a myth that the whole world and its ongoing events are being dictated by a single Jewish European banking family. According to many writers and historians, this myth was circulated by the rival parties to achieve some political advantages. Since the family owned half the world's wealth, it is assumed that they were controlling worldly matters, but the family never officially stated or admitted or debunked such myths. But some people believe that these were just false accusations to demonize the Jews at the time. Number 6. Rothschild 1972 Illuminati Ball. Many people remember this infamous surrealist themed party held by the Rothschilds in 1972 that included all the famous celebrities, bankers, artists, and politicians of that time. The party was hosted by Baroness Mary Helen de Rothschild and her husband. People who attended the party were stunned to see the bizarre decorum and satanic symbolism. People wrote that they had seen all the elite people mingling and socializing, where all the servants were dressed as animals, mostly cats. The party also included a dessert shaped like a naked woman. The surrealist themed party literally turned reality on its head. Number 7. Satanic worshippers and demonic rituals. After the death of the legend mayor, the dynasty was on its decline, and people believed that to save their wealth and power, the heirs to the family worshipped Satan and sacrificed human blood for Satan in order to get what they want. Many people from the past who encountered the ruthless members of the family or have worked for them for generations unveiled that the Rothschilds performed very estranged and demonic rituals to summon the evil and worship it just to get what they want. But again, these could still be false myths in order to bring down or portray a negative image of the Jews. No one really knows. The family has always been silent about it, but people from today's world actively write all the tales and myths about the family that their ancestors had encountered. Number 8. Running a cult. With time, the family has become well known for its defamation and backwardsness. Most of the myths and tales have been unveiled by the servants and slaves who had worked for them for generations, or their political/business rivals. On a scale of 1 to 10, no one knows how accurate and true these tales are, but people write that the sadist and narcissist family also ran a cult with a very specific agenda of destroying anything that would hinder their way to success and power. Number 9. Murder accusations. People have always evidently accused the family of many murders for political advances and personal gain. But with all the glory and power, the family has always managed to get away from the consequences they had made with their false actions. Number 10. Manipulators. The not-so-well-reputable family has also been accused of some stereotypes, such as being manipulators in the banking business. The family officially originated the borrowing and lending of money through the banking system. Historians and majorly people and organizations who have had the chance to work and share a business deal with the Rothschilds have revealed that the family has been secretly manipulating the economy, banks, and even the climate all over the world for generations. In modern society, the Rothschilds have become nothing but a generic term for greedy and manipulative billionaire Jews. And that's all for today, guys. Enlighten us with your thoughts, share them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon for more amazing videos. And thank you for watching.